In today's video, let's take a look at the Starseeker Super 58 Espresso maker and the Go50 Grinder. After some time with this setup, it's honestly the most surprising portable espresso kit I've tested. You can adjust brew pressure in real time, and the espresso extraction is very stable. After dozens of shots, the results can match many entry-level and even mid-range traditional machines I have. Is it suitable for you? Can this compact espresso kit actually replace a cafe stop on a road trip? Alright, let's start with the unboxing. I've got the full Starseeker Super SuperGoBox here on the desk. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Right on top is the product manual. There are small springs and a brush in the bag, so don't lose them. The kit is packed. First up is the Starseeker Go50 battery-powered grinder. It has real weight, and we'll take a closer look later. Next to it is a bellow, then a solid metal dosing cup. You also get a dosing ring and a nicely made tamper. Proper puck prep tools are important for the workflow when using a portable setup. To my surprise, there's also a mini scale with a timer, and it fits the whole setup perfectly. After that comes a full metal coffee stand. It feels solid and takes only a few seconds to set up. Now for the main product, the Super 58 portable espresso maker. Looks really nice, and I'll show all the details later in this video. Under the insert are more accessories and a charging cable. Here's everything included in the SuperGoBox. The whole set packs into the case, so it's easy to take outdoors or on a road trip. The case is sturdy, with shock-absorbing foam to protect the grinder and the espresso maker. When brewing outside, the case can also work as a small table. That's quite handy. Let's check out the Go50 Grinder first. The whole body is thick metal, which explains the weight in the hand. On the bean hopper lid, there are suggested marks for different brew methods. Adjustment is stepless. Rotate the entire hopper to change the setting, and micro adjustments are easy to make. One full turn has 100 settings, and the espresso range is quite wide. Up front, the ground chute is magnetic, so it comes off completely for cleaning. The chute alone weighs over 200 grams, which is pretty hefty. At the grind outlet, you'll see 2 pins. That's the plasma anti-static device, which cuts down static and flying grounds. After grinding, the coffee gets to static and drops straight into the chute with a very short path. Use the bellow and retention stays very low. Thanks to the magnets, putting the chute back is quick and secure. The dosing cup feels well made too, and grounds don't cling much to the walls. It's magnetic as well, which makes the workflow simple. The power switch sits on the side, and turning it on shows the remaining battery. Charging is on the back. The battery is 2,600 mAh. It's not huge, but it can grind for about 60 minutes, which is plenty. At home, it can run while charging. Now take a look at the burrs. Turn counterclockwise to the coarsest setting to remove the hopper. Inside, everything is metal, and the machining looks very clean. The motor runs at 220 revolutions per minute, so the grind speed isn't especially fast. The outer burr lifts out completely, and it's solid steel. This is a 50mm conical burr set. The inner burr has 7 cutting faces, similar to the multi-purpose burrs found in many hand grinders. But as you can see, the machine can still start at this point, and there's no safety lockout, so be careful when removing the burrs. Overall, the build quality feels excellent. The footprint is smaller than a typical electric grinder, and the cordless design adds some portability. That said, it's still larger than most portable or hand grinders, and it's on the heavy side. It seems better suited for home use, with the option to take it out occasionally. Now let's take a look at the Super 58 Espresso maker. I really like this machine, both for the design and the coffee it produces, which is very appealing to a coffee geek like me. The body is all metal. In the middle, there's a large pressure gauge that reads clearly and gives it that geeky look. The water tank is stainless steel. Here, the 70 milliliter line is just a guide, and it can actually hold up to about 90. Here is the control button, with LED indicators and the charging port next to it. Underneath, a screw lets you adjust brew pressure in real time. The bottom cover doubles as a cup when outdoors. The portafilter screws on, and it's a 58mm bottomless design. The basket is removable, so it's easy to swap it for a preferred basket. With the 58mm size, most of my puck prep tools fit right in. I also removed the shower screen to check the build, and the group head is all metal too, which is good news for anyone avoiding plastic. Since most of the materials are metal, the Super 58 weighs about 1,300 grams, which is heavier than many portable devices. Operation is straightforward, long press to power on, and the LED shows battery level. Double tap starts a pre-infusion shot. It dispenses a bit of water to wet the puck, then ramps to higher pressure. The shower screen distributes water evenly across the puck. Triple tap skips pre-infusion and extracts directly. Now for a quick brew. This basket holds 19 grams of coffee. With the Go50 grinder, the grind takes about 30 seconds. Because this is a non-pressurized, bottomless setup, puck prep matters a lot. Start with the dosing ring on the basket, pour in the grounds, then use a WDT tool to stir and even things out. This ring sits inside the basket, so removing it leaves a gap around the edge. It's best to level the surface again. I like to use a distributor to flatten the surface before tamping. The included tamper fits the basket nicely. Finally, check the rim for any grounds and brush them off. If not, the seal may be compromised and cause leaks during the shot. The group head's all-metal build can pull heat from water quickly, so preheating is essential for stable brew temperature. I usually triple tap to start the pump, then fill the tank with hot water. A longer preheat works even better. Once that's done, screw the portafilter on. I like to fill with boiling water to just below full, not the 70 milliliter line. Pre-infusion mode helps reduce channeling, so that's my default. The included mini scale fits the stand perfectly, though the clearance is tight, so a shallow espresso cup works better here. After pre-infusion, pressure climbs to around 12 bars. If you want to bring it down to 9 bars, turn the adjustment screw counterclockwise with the included screwdriver, and it responds in real time. That behaves like an adjustable OPV on a traditional machine. The extraction is very stable, and bottomless pours are always satisfying to watch. The crema looks great, and with proper preheating, the shot temperature is solid. The results beat many entry-level machines in sweetness and balance, with flavors that come through clearly. Shot quality can even be comparable to many mid-range machines. I also tried a slightly coarser grind and pulled the shot at about 8 to 9 bars. Since the temperature doesn't get as high as a full-size machine, a 25-second shot leaned more acidic. In comparison, I prefer a touch finer grind with a longer shot time, or a small bump in pressure to make up for the lower temperature. That combination makes a very tasty cup. I've been testing this machine for a while. Once dialed in, and following the process I showed earlier, it can deliver very satisfying shots consistently. The adjustable pressure is genuinely useful, though turning a screwdriver during the extraction can be a bit awkward. Starseeker sells a knob that replaces the screw for easier tuning. It makes sense that the knob isn't included by default, since many people set pressure once and rarely change it. But I still wish they would include this knob in the box. Replacement is simple. First, unscrew the original screw. Inside this hole, you'll find a spring. Here's how it works. The screw compresses the spring to set the maximum pressure. When brew pressure exceeds the set point, water vents through the relief port back into the tank. It's the same principle as an OPV on a standard machine, and having an adjustable OPV in such a compact unit is impressive. Now screw on the knob, and you can adjust the pressure during extraction much more easily. Cleaning is easy as well. After the shot, unscrew the portafilter. A bit of water in the basket is normal, since it doesn't release pressure from the basket after brewing. Then knock out the puck, which usually holds together nicely if the puck prep was solid. Wipe the group with a damp cloth, Dispense a little water to rinse, and give the rest of the parts a quick rinse and dry. Maintenance stays simple. Here's the wrap-up of my Starseeker review. These are a few takeaways and tips from extended use. There is a bit of a learning curve, so this setup is probably better for people with some espresso experience. Without a pressurized basket, puck prep and grind size matter more. It's also not as compact as many portable espresso makers that can be tossed in a backpack. But if it lives in the trunk for camping trips or stays on a desk at the office, it makes a lot of sense. The key point is the cup quality, which outperforms a lot of machines. So whether the goal is a relatively portable setup that doesn't sacrifice taste, or just the fun of tinkering with gear, this Starseeker kit is easy to recommend. If you still have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for watching.